Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar,
This is Dr Firdousi, Islamic English channel. I am your lecturer, speaker and presenter Dr Taj Firdousi. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace, blessings and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on you forever and ever. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah wa nahmaduhu. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulihil Kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, as usual my topic has been and the same is the one now and it will be forever. That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's Wahid, Allahu Ahad, Allahu Ahad, Allahu Ahad. And the second part of kalima of Shahada, Muhammad Rasulullah. And Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is his messenger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him for our guidance, for our forgiveness. For our forgiveness? Forgiveness? Yes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who has the complete power of the judgment, whether to forgive or to punish on the day of the judgment. But there is a clause. There is a provision between him for the forgiveness and the one on the earth in front of us, our Prophet Muhammed sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who reaches up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's rahmat, mercy. His words go there. Whose words? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's words. You also cry and you say, he is the listener. He listens to you. It is never mentioned that you don't have to pray, you don't have to call him. Even if you call at the midnight, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes to the first sky and he says, is there anyone in the last part of the night who calls me? And I will listen. That's what he is, Sami'un Alim. And he knows everything. He knows everything. He hears. He knows. He knows everything in your heart. What is in your heart? Qulubi. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Sumun bukmun umiyun fahum la yarjun. There is ghishawa walahum azabun. There is curtain on their eyes, on their ears, and on their heart. On their heart there is a ghishawa, there is a curtain. What's the heart doing here now? It should be the brain, I think. Your mind will say, your brain will say, watching, what you see, seeing, basir, what you hear, sameen. Okay, you have the capacity of hearing, sameen. And those people are blind. Okay, they are deaf, they can't understand everything, whatever good things are being told to them. And then on their heart, there is a curtain. Surah Al-Baqarah. Now the question is, what's that ghishawa? What's that curtain? Not on the brain, not on their heart, not on the brain, but on their heart. But on their heart. Why is it on the heart? Does heart think? That's the question. Does heart think? Our science says that heart pumps blood. And then the circulation takes place. And what thinks in our body is the brain. It receives the message from the eyes, from the ears, and then the brain works and brain commands the whole body. But This capacity of your brain is your brain and your power. There is one more power, there is one more brain-like thing in your heart, which is now only the science is trying to know about it. They got it, they understood that there is a part, there is a kind of feelings and sensations produced here near the heart. From there only the message of thinking goes to your brain. How many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Qulubihim. He is the one who changes the hearts. And He says that heart is the one that produces the first wave of thinking that's connected to you, not your brain but to your soul. To your soul is connected with your thinking power here. From there, together with the soul goes up. And in that qulub, if there is a dot, if there is a black dot, if there is a black sin, the part, and if there are many and many and many filled in here, not there, then they are filled in here, the complete thing becomes black. That means to say, even if the man sees someone speaking about good, he closes the eyes, he becomes blind. No, I will not accept. Allah is the one who gives everything like that on the day of judgment. He says, no, I will not listen to, I will not see, I will not listen to that, I will not listen to that. That's what he thinks. That's what he feels. Why? Blind, deaf, and the heart. What does the heart do? That heart is completely covered with blackness. That doesn't penetrate inside. Like an example, I'll tell you, this is the first time I think I'm giving you this. A beautiful example connected with science. In the lungs, in our lungs, when a man smokes, the smoke goes inside, and inside the lungs, the carbon deposits from the soot, from the smoke. The carbon deposit inside, dot by dot by dot by dot, and then it becomes a layer, a thin layer of carbon inside. And when a man wants to breathe, that oxygen, which is supposed to be absorbed by the vessels, by those tiny vessels from the lungs, are completely covered, so they can't take that oxygen from outside, from what he breathes in, and therefore the man starts coughing. Things happen. And what happens afterwards? There isn't much oxygen going inside the blood, inside the body, because of this smoke. So, because it's all covered, so oxygen is lost. It's not going. And on that special part of that, not that heart that you see the organ, there is one part of it which is somewhere inside, and that is covered with the black feelings, with the black understanding, with the black thinking, that rejects Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that rejects all good things, that rejects any piety, any virtue, any nice things. So the man becomes senseless with regard to humanity. Senseless, whatever happens, I don't care. He kills, he shoots, he does everything, and there is no feeling. Even if someone is on the road with an accident, if he commits that accident and sees no one is there and that man is about to die, he runs away instead of taking that man to the hospital, thinking that he might be questioned by the police and he will be caught. Why? There's a black dot. There is black thing in the heart. The heart is black, not white. What happens with that one? This should be cleaned. This should be washed. The more blackness, the more he has the senseless feelings inside. And how to do that one? Astaghfirullah, 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 astaghfirullah. Ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every time. Allah forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. In the last part of the night, let him get up and do tahajjud and then say that Allah forgive and clean my heart, clean my heart, clean my soul, clean my heart. So that if I see even a single thing, even with an animal, like for example, like creature like ant or anything is about to come under my feet, I take my feet. To that extent I have that feeling in me. I want that feeling because this is Islam. This is what you said. That's what our Prophet ﷺ practiced. That's what our Prophet ﷺ said for the humanity, for the mankind, for animals, for even trees, for everything. He said, be kind, be a human being, because he is the super human being. Who? Prophet Muhammed ﷺ. And what do you have to do? Astaghfirullah. And there is an ayah which I am going to speak to you in my next lecture. Chapter 5, Surah An-Nisa, verse 64. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن رَسُولٍ إِلَّا لِيُطَاعَ بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ إِذْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ جَاءُوكَ فَاسْتَغْفِرُوا اللَّهَ وَاسْتَغْفِرُ لَهُمُ الرَّسُولُ لَوَجَدُوا اللَّهَ تَوَّابًا رَحِيمًا. O Muhammad, this is reference to our Prophet Muhammad. Those people who have committed sins, ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ, those who have done on their souls, ظَلَمُوا, they were the tyrannous on their soul, they were the sinners. Let them come to you. And they came to you, O Muhammad, for astaghfar Allah, they came to you, O Muhammad, to you, for forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will forgive you. What is this connection now? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this ayah, from the very ayah beginning, it says that one, bi'iznillah. He says that one, Rasulun liyuta'a bi'iznillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded what? What is that one? He said that one, those who have committed mistakes and sins came to you and they asked for forgiveness. They came to you and asked for forgiveness. And you ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for them. That means Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the one who is called Rahmatul lil Alameen, not for this world, Alameen, for the whole world, for the whole universe. Even if there are lives in the other planets and everywhere, for everything that has been created, wherever any kind of living beings or non-living beings, for everything, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Rahmah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given everything. So Jazak Allah khair, thank you very much now, and I will continue this Surah An-Nisa in the next lecture of mine. MashaAllah, Jazak Allah khair. Please circulate, please share, please spread this as much as possible, because this is the work of Islam. Jazak Allah khair. Rahmah.